It's finally here. Integra Coach finally made a upgraded Super C motorhome on this amazing Cascadia chassis. Today, we're doing the world debut, factory first, of the all-new Integra Coach Centurion Model 39N. And look at this beautiful beast of a paint job. With me is Brendan from Integra Coach. How's it going, brother?
Doing well.
Welcome back to the show.
First time.
First time.
First time.
Okay,
yep.
I believe we tried to connect before.
No.
So welcome to the show. In America, welcome to the time of the Centurion. What the heck's going on here? Tell us about this all-new motorhome from Integra Coach.
So this is going to be our introduction into what we're going to continue to expand our Super C lineup. We've had a ton of success in the Accolade XL platform, proudly #1 selling Super C in the market. And
hell yeah.
This was a really good segue into us to continuing to expand what we have in regards to our product offering. The easy part for us was the construction and all of the other components that we already had on our facility building high-end luxury diesel pushers. So we've brought all of that same technology and awareness that we've been building those for 15 years and put them onto a beautiful Cascadia day cab.
Love that. And for those of you who are wondering, this is not a normal episode of Matt's RV Reviews. I'm not going to go through the 3 things I like, 3 things I don't like. Since this is a brand new product, I get Brendan from Integra to kind of introduce this to you guys. Also introduce it to me. I don't know anything about this chassis. All I know, the only thing I ever know is that it's taller than me, you know? So give us some education, if you don't mind, about the Cascadia chassis.
You're spot on. The front cab portion is absolutely enormous. This is obviously used for over-the-road truck driving. And
okay.
So we've put our twist on it and built a beautiful home behind it instead of pulling semi-trailers. So this is going to be a Freightliner chassis. It's a day cab 116. There's also a 126. So the 116 is going to be a single rear axle. The 126 is going to be a twin screw tandem, at least in regards to RV terminology.
Okay.
So our 39N is going to be our introduction into the single rear axle, and there's a couple projects that are going to be forthcoming maybe on the 126.
Guys, drop a comment down below, because God forbid if there ever is a 126. We're not saying there is or isn't, but if there is, if there's enough likes, I know we'll get the invitation.
Absolutely.
So what's under the hood?
Yeah, so that's the cool part. When we talk about the RV segment, everyone loves horsepower. I know, Matt, you and your fans love horsepower. 525 horsepower, 1,850 pound-feet of torque. So there's no shortage of getting around town, getting nice acceleration, but most importantly, you're able to tow a ton of weight back there. So
talk to me.
This chassis can tow 20,000 pounds.
Let's go.
Again, stacker trailers, horses, you name it, there's going to be no problem towing with this.
Stacker horses as well. Very nice, smooth profile for the front cap. Maybe there's still a bunk over the cab over there. We'll check out. It does look pretty deep. I love that front windshield. What else do we have going on as we move around?
Continuing to talk about the chassis portion of it, one of the neat things about this is you still get a lot of those safety features. So as you can see, again, these are just a very small list of our top features, but the Detroit Assurance package is absolutely awesome to have. When we talk about a 41-foot long motorhome, still having adaptive cruise control, collision mitigation, some of those features that we've all become accustomed to having in our daily drivers, you're getting on a 41-foot long motorhome with a ton of horsepower.
Perfect. Can we get this door open?
Absolutely. Yep.
Here, if you don't mind.
Yeah.
Let's go camping. Bro. If this doesn't scream America, I don't know what is. And then Canadian North America, you know. Look at this. Oh my God. That is so cool. I don't know how to describe it. And don't get me wrong, if you're not as mobile, that's going to be a dislike for people in the future. But for me, I love that. You really feel like you're climbing into a truck, and it just feels like I'm ready to go camping.
Yeah, so that's the fun part, right? When we talk about this is a truck drive or a truck chassis. And so how do we put our twist on it? And that's when we talk about some of the upfitting process, and then when we jump in the inside and we talk about some of the amenities that we've been able to put into this coach are absolutely phenomenal. But one area, again, when we talk about some of the sacrifices that are unfortunately made in the RV industry, on this style of chassis, one thing that we hear all the time is a overall lack of storage. Even when we talk about a 41-foot long motorhome, we've spent an enormous amount of time making sure that you get a ton of basement compartment storage. So pass-through storage, obviously north to south, all carpeted with plywood. So again, doesn't matter what you want to bring with you, you have the capacity to do so.
Perfect. And I do want to mention, you don't even need to use the driver and passenger door, because Class A's don't have driver and passenger doors. You can access it from the inside of the coach,
Absolutely.
which makes it easier. But the fact that there is doors on top of getting it from the inside is pretty cool.
For sure. Talking about entertainment, nice, awesome entertainment. Bose soundbar system. Again, amenities that you traditionally find on high-end luxury diesel pushers, whether it's a Newmar, a Tiffin, an American Coach, you name it. We're putting all of those amenities on a Super C platform.
Love that. Love the painted side. Love the ghosting and the graphics there. Frameless windows. And is that the Girard awning up there?
It is. Nice seamless Girard awning. And one thing that you'll notice when you get into the inside of this coach, again, something that does unfortunately happen when we talk about Class C's in general, is it gets really dark. It kind of feels like you're in a little bit of a cabin. So when you walk in, hopefully one thing that you notice is that front overhead cab with that enormous additional windshield.
Guys, we're going to be walking in about 60 seconds. Let's just come on down here. See if there's anything else for us to see. Okay, fresh water fill. Very nice. Can we go on the other side as well?
Absolutely. So this is one cool thing I do want to point out when we talk about kind of that homage to the Integra Coach diesel pusher name. And that was really important as we were going through the entire design process, continuing to carry over our sea lights. It's iconic.
It is.
Integra Coach name. So we were able to incorporate that in our own unique fashion. Obviously that Integra badging up there. And again, there is a little bit of flair from the old, I'm going to call it Integra Coach luxury diesels that we've been able to incorporate into the rear cab.
I was at a campground and they were holding, no, it was at the Tampa show. I was wondering, I was like, when was I there? So at the Tampa show, a whole bunch of Integra Coach owners get together there.
Yep.
And when you leave at night and it's dark and you just see all those C-channel lights.
It's awesome.
Yeah, man.
So nice 8,000 watt gen. Obviously going to be more than enough power to power everything inside of your coach. Continuing to use AquaHot in a nice, again, luxury style diesel pusher bay. Have obviously access to hot water, cold water, anything that you need back there, and easily removable. So that's one thing that, again, when we talk about things that get overlooked, all of that panel you can remove. You have all of your water hookups, easy to read. So again, if you want to do your own work, if you want to send it to a service bay, you want to make sure it's easy and convenient for them.
No propane?
No propane. So AquaHot 250D, there's an option that you can get a 400. So if you want a little bit more power in that, by all means, you have the ability to do so. We've had a ton of success with the AquaHot system, specifically the 250. So we'll continue to carry that over onto this product line.
Perfect. Brendan, the outside of this motorhome is a beast, but the inside looks even better. You ready to show us?
Do it.
Let's go take a look. All right, guys, this is our first look. All right. I'm going to walk through real quick, and then I'll meet you back up front.
Cool.
And he was not lying when he was talking about the brightness of this Super C motorhome. Oh, my goodness. Very nice dinette. Bunk over the cab. Look at this cockpit. We're definitely sitting in there. We got, oh, my gosh. Is this bath and a half?
It is.
Very nice. Okay. And guys, again, I just want to remind you, this is not a normal episode of Matt's RV Reviews. As soon as we get these on General RV's lots, I will be doing 3 things I like and 3 things I don't like. But until then, this is a factory first. This is Brendan's video where he's educating us. And tomorrow is the last day of the month. And it's your last opportunity to help us sell out of our limited edition Go Gen Go bundles. So go to our website right now, liquifiedrv.com/GoGenGo, and you'll see the limited edition Driftwood. We only have a little less than a half pallet left, so make sure you act now. Driftwood's one of the best scents ever, and when we sell out of the pallet, we are donating $10,000 to Go Gen Go, which is a nonprofit based in North Carolina that's helping women going through breast cancer. So make sure you stock up on the best smelling liquified we ever created. And again, Driftwood is going away after this campaign. You only have tomorrow left to buy it. Thank you guys so much for all the love and support. And just so you guys know, even if we don't sell out, we're still donating the $10,000 because we almost sold out. but please help us get through that last little bit. Brendan, do you want to buy a half pallet of toilet chemical?
You know what, Matt? How about I do this? Can I add an additional $500 to that donation?
Really?
Absolutely.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Look at that. Okay, so let's do this. Let's do this then. The first 10 people to use promo code CENTURION, did I say it right?
Yeah. Yep.
CENTURION, bing, we'll get a free 3-pack of Liquified. So use that promo code right now, CENTURION, and that all you got to do is pay $5.99 for shipping. And so the first 10 people will get that. Awesome. Thank you so much.
Yeah, no problem.
Man, that was really cool and unexpected. Thank you so much for that. With that said, let's get started with the front cockpit area.
Yeah, so this is, again, when we talk about the uniqueness factor of the Centurion product, it really is up here. The cockpit, by all means, we buy this from Freightliner, and the Cascadia chassis is absolutely stunning. Again, when we talk about that automotive experience of having a digital dash, adaptive cruise, all of that's built in. But what do we do to make our product unique? It really comes with rewrapping all of these seats. Again, this is going to be true Italian leather that we import. So again, we want to make sure it's comfortable. You get your air ride seats that are adjustable. So it's not uncommon that we have people that are saying, hey, I love the idea of air ride, but maybe it's not as comfortable as they had hoped, or vice versa. They want air ride. You have the ability of adjusting that suspension to be either looser or tighter. So again, it is a really comfortable driving experience. Another unique thing that we do, go for it. Oh, we got to get the ignition on.
Oh, man.
Get some air in there.
Hang on. Red, white, blue, baby. All right, continue on talking.
So, again, when we talk about that, rewrapping all of these in matching leather. So we import all of our leather from Italy. So again, when we talk about sacrificing amenities, we're not sacrificing anything. Even wrapping leather all the way up into this overhead cab, giving it a nice, sleek design.
Wow, I love this, guys. And like one of the big things is like Super C's a lot of times. Oh, there's Keith. Watch Keith. Watch Keith. Oh man.
Oh, is it they
deactivated it for the show. All right. Keith, you got away with it. Oh man, we were gonna scare him this morning.
So 360 cameras, again, some additional storage. We've got some minor tweaks that are forthcoming, but again, wanted to carry the overall cab design that we think Freightliner's done a really good job with in continuing that sleek look up into the overhead bunk area.
Did you put your phone in there?
I did.
Okay, I was about to say, somebody did. And you know they're looking for that.
And then, obviously, this is going to be kind of our iconic calling card when we talk about Integra Coach Class C's. Enormous windshields.
And correction, now that I'm seeing it, no bunk over the cab at all.
Yep, correct.
Okay. Yeah, feel free to correct me if I say something wrong. No big deal. But still, I don't mind it because, like, one of the big things with Super C's is people feel, like, boxed in, and you're not getting that boxed in feel with this unit.
For sure. So when we get into I'm going to say the house portion, this is obviously our 39N with some more floor plans coming here very soon. But this is going to be our bath and a half. Again, so kind of carrying that from the front cab into here. Obviously, custom villa furniture. One thing that we heard loud and clear from a lot of our customers is, hey, your theater seats are comfortable. My head doesn't get supported. So I'm sitting here, I'm 5'10", and again, you have a ton of neck support. So when we were going through all of these components, we were doing our due diligence to make sure that we were hitting the mark on what our customers are looking for. Hand-laid tile. We're going to have 3 different tile options, 3 different leather colors, and 4 different cabinet colors. So this is going to be our Stonewall Gray with our Dove interior, and Onyx hand-laid porcelain tile. But again, maybe this isn't your cup of tea in the overall aesthetic. You really have the ability of tweaking it and making it your own.
Don't tell me what my cup of tea is. You know I love some Integra Coach. And this is fantastic. I love the way it looks. And I love how bright it is. And like, I don't know if I want to call this artwork, but like decor or whatever. It's the styling is very, very posh and nice.
Yeah, wanted to make sure that it all flowed. We buy our cabinets from a group down in Napanee, and they make absolutely phenomenal cabinetry, and we'd actually challenged them, hey, can you make a ceiling feature that ties all of this together? I think they hit an absolute home run putting that together, and again, tying it even to the fascia, and again, keeping a really nice light and bright, vibrant feel in here. Solid surface countertops in here, Matt. That's going to be throughout the entire coach. You do have the option, if you want to have a dishwasher, you have the ability of getting that added. If you want a little bit more storage, you have the ability of doing so. GE air fryer, convection microwave, again, things that we've seen in the industry. Wanted to make sure that we carried that over. And then again, even some, I'm going to say more modern decor, having this accent wall here. And one thing that, again, a lot of people don't know is we're actually putting a step wall cover here as well. So if you do have that door closed and you want a little bit more walkable space, you don't have to worry about falling down. It's going to be an expandable step wall cover as well.
Wow.
So half bath right in here. We do have some tweaks that are forthcoming. But again, one thing that we had heard loud and clear, Matt, was all of the bathrooms in the RV industry seem really tight. We put an enormous window in there.
Love that.
Again, whether you need a little extra airflow or you just want to keep it light and bright in there, you have the ability.
We don't need airflow. We use Liquified. I'm just kidding. It ain't magic. With that said, hopefully you don't touch the toilet because this is a prime poop position. Bing! Very nice. And then right over here, we got a nice sink and mirrored medicine cabinet.
So, Matt, that bathroom, we're actually, again, some of those tweaks we've heard over the course of this week, we're actually going to remove this pantry, make that bathroom even bigger.
Even bigger? Dang, that's even better.
Firefly screen. This is you're gonna have remote access to this, and you'll also have the ability of pairing this to an iPad, an Amazon Fire. What is it? Amazon
Fire Stick?
Is that what's their pad? I can't remember what their pad is
called.
Your
Kindle
phone,
or
Kindle.
something.
Yep, you'll
something.
have the ability of remote connecting into any of this. So this is actually Firefly's upgraded screen. So kind of an updated design, but still Firefly. We've had a lot of success. Also a 3,000 watt inverter that you're going to have remote connectivity to as well.
Let's go. Love that.
This is our master bedroom. Again, one thing that we're carrying over, it's not just in the living room, continuing to create nice large windows. So again,
wow.
We've heard that loud and clear. Certain areas of motorhomes get really dark. We want to make sure that we've changed that that narrative and increase the overall window capacity throughout entire motorhome.
Love that.
And Matt, this is where getting into the master bathroom. I'll swing spots with you.
No, please do us the honor.
This is Matt. I think this is prime pooping position. I think we made it.
I mean, are you touching on your left?
No.
Are you touching on your right? Then give me a bing.
We're good to go. Bing.
Oh, that's the prime poop position. And then how tall are you?
I'm 5'10".
Okay, you're taller than me. If you can stand in that shower.
So, nice teak seat. Again, when we talk about a super seat platform, I feel like this is more than sufficient room. Obviously, I'm 5'10". You have a lot of height up here that you'll be able to get into. So.
Yeah, very awesome. Nice mirrored cabinetry, good sink here. And then over here we have a stackable washer and dryer. And then tons and tons of storage space here. Brendan, anything else you want to tell us about this motorhome?
Keep an update on our website. Again, these units will start to come out here over the next few months. We do have a few in production already. And again, not to overindulge, but we do have some more floor plans as well as maybe an extended 45-foot floor plan.
Let's go.
Very soon. So
Let's go.
About it.
Now, with that said, what is the MSRP of this motorhome here? Ballpark.
Oh, we're going to be in the sixes. I'll leave it at that. It hasn't been finalized, but we're going to be in the sixes. I can tell you the first number is going to start with 6, and it could be 601 up to 699. So we'll get that ironed out here in the upcoming
And again,
weeks.
guys, this is factory first world debut. So, you know, I'm glad for the range. You know what I'm saying? And regardless of that range, when these are available for sale, General RV will never sell them in the 6s. We will always get you the best price in America. So if you guys are interested in buying this unit or any Integra coach, please go to generalrv.com/matscash. I've linked it down in the YouTube description below. Brendan, thank you so much. If you guys can't tell, we're at open house and nobody interrupted us. Thank you for waking up at the crack of dawn to do this video with us. And thank you for that donation for Go Gen Go. That was not planned or scripted. That's actually really, really awesome. And just so you know, we actually do that once a year. Last year was Elkhart Humane Society. This year was Go Gen Go. So we're excited to do this again next year. Cool. Brendan, what do you want to say to America?
Guys, thanks for walking through this entire video with us. We're extremely excited to get this out in the market and love your guys' feedback. So continue to stay in touch with us on our YouTube channel or Facebook accounts because we do read every single comment. And again, a lot of this, I'm going to say a lot of the items and reasons that we use some of this was because of your guys' feedback. So continue to keep in touch.
Wow. Thank you so much, guys. We'll see you next time.